Are we here? Did we make it? No, we are not here. How's it going, guys? You can hear me? Should be able to. Got some fresh batteries in our mic. All is good. Perfect. Okay, so first things first, I think that the pastrami is ready to take off of the grill and let it rest. So let's go check that out. And then we'll go over kind of our prep plan for dinner tonight. And hopefully we can get out in the garden as well. We have to pick a bunch of lettuces and maybe do a little bit of transplanting. Should be a pretty fun stream. So let's go check on this meat. Take that out of there. Gone. Okay. Let's see what's what. Need a pan and probably a couple of towels. So first thing we got to do is check the internal temp on the brisket. Sam said he wanted it to come off around 170 Fahrenheit. It's still at 160, so I'm guessing it's still at a stall. So maybe we should leave it. What was the pit temp at? 206. It's going down again. You know what? I'm gonna open this back up and see if we can get it going just a bit more to finish it off. But whoo, look at that, guys. That is looking good. If you can see that. That's some happy meat. So all we're gonna do right now is get some airflow back into there and get the fire going. So we'll hang out here for a sec until maybe I start hearing some crackling underneath here. Yeah, it was like almost out, it looks like. Get it going again. The drip pan still is about half full with water, so that's good. That's not our issue here. Yeah, there we go. Charcoal is crackling up now. Let's go. Crazy how you can feel it get hotter as the fan underneath blows in more oxygen as well. Yeah, it honestly looks like it almost went out. But you don't want to take this off too early because then it'll be a little bit tough still. I'm gonna grab my phone so I can read chat with you guys while we're out there. You don't think it's gonna go up anymore, Rook? It doesn't even look like all of the charcoal has burnt up though. I think it's gonna go up more. I'm just confused as to why it kept going down. I can feel it get hotter right now though. Yeah, if there wasn't enough air, it should bring it up. I mean, it looks pretty good. But you know what? Looks are deceiving. So if I touch this right now, it's still pretty tough. Like it's not jiggly enough. That's too firm. We need more wiggle. See, there we go. Now we're blowing. I'm just gonna chill right here. Gotta take care of the meat. It is super bright out here today. Yeah, it's not jiggling. It's not done. I feel like it's in the stall. There we go. You guys can see the smoke ripping out here now. You can't rush the meat. Yeah, you had one job. Don't mess up the brisket. Okay, you know how stressful this job is though right now? Like if I mess this up, I'm in such big trouble. Oh yeah, okay. We gotta fire rip it again. Happiness in there. You know what I'm gonna do is just open this up a bit more, the top vent. Because I feel like it's just not getting enough air. So hopefully that does it. Shut it down and close the top? No. No. I can't. Look, it's already back up to 219. We be ripping. Just gotta have faith, guys. Daddy's doll. Is that a newfangled chicken in there? The kind of square type. No, I know it's not going to take on any more smoke. But I know Sammy wants me to finish it on here. Okay, now it says it's too high. Maybe I should just shut it down now. See, it doesn't take long to get it going again, though, with that little fan underneath. The big green grenade! It's true, Nike. Now it's gonna beep at us. Beep! It's too high, it says. Do you think it'll slowly cook though, even if I shut it off? Probably now that I got it ripping. I guess if it's still underdone when Sammy gets home, we could always just finish it in the oven, right? That way we know it's at a controlled temperature. Looks like it's going down now. Let's check food one more time. Still at 160, yep, still at that stall. Okay, well the good thing is that I can see the thermometer on this scene. I can stay inside and just watch it. That way we can keep doing stuff in the kitchen. Ooh. Don't want to crush that cord. Okay. Good to go. We will monitor. Not gonna mess it up. Okay, so got my little prep list here. I did it up this morning for our dinner. So if you read the title, we are doing rotisserie chicken today. And let me see if that camera is working. Yeah. See if I can get it a bit closer maybe. But we do have a little rotis cam. If it's angled, the sun hits it. Okay, I'll try and fandangle it. Does this one work? Yes. Heck yes. Go like that, I think. Hell yeah. Is there something going in there? Oh, Nike. Let me just pull that out for you. Yeah, it's you. You're juicy and baked. So yesterday, obviously I was not streaming, but I did marinate some chicken with some buttermilk and spices. So this has been marinating since, oh, let's say 4 p.m. yesterday. So almost 24 hours. And I don't know if you guys have ever had buttermilk chicken, but it is freaking delicious. And so we are going to cook it in the Ronco because it's been a while since we did that. And honestly, chicken is so good in there. So what we got to do with this chicken, first things first, is we got to take this marinade off. We don't need to rinse it though. So you don't want to rinse all the flavor off that you just worked so hard to put in. So we're just going to pat it dry with some paper towel. And then we're going to put it back in the fridge a little bit so that I guess the fan in the fridge is gonna kind of dry it off and make it a little bit tacky. And then we're gonna rub some garlic oil on it and maybe a little bit more of salt and pepper. And then we're gonna put it in our rotisserie basket. And that's how that's gonna cook. I think it usually takes about 45 minutes in there, maybe even less than that. So that's a pretty quick cook. And I think Sammy's gonna be home around 5. So let's say we put it on at around 4:30 just to be sure. Buttermilk and cayenne paprika, yep, so good. Okay, so that's our chicken. And then doing a couple of recipes today from Bon Appetit. So the first one is zucchini herb fritters that look really, really good. Think of potato pancakes fried, but with zucchini in it as well. And then that gets served with some garlicky yogurt. So kind of, let's say a tzatziki without the cucumber though. And then we're going to make a really nice chimichurri, which is actually a traditional sauce to serve with like rotisserie or grilled type meats. Really, really good. Lots of herbs in there, some vinegar and some spice. So it's quite balancing. And then we're just gonna roast up some carrots with shallot and dill that we're gonna pick from the garden. So here's our veggie platter that we get to work from. Everything's looking super good right now. Hey Ben, how are you? Welcome in, man. How's your day? Okay, so that's that. So I think first things first, we should start with the chicken. Let's take a little peek at outside to see how that thermometer is. Okay, so it's going back down, Rook. I think we're fine. It's like 240 something. We should be good to go. Okay, let's dry off our chicks. We'll just put a paper towel on this pan and then take it out of the bag here. You're hiding from work. Oh man, you're not the only one who does that on here. It's really funny actually. A lot of people on this channel actually watch while they're at work, and some people have actually gotten banned from watching Twitch at work. They've been caught so many times. Pretty funny. I'll leave that one up to you though. Holy smokes. So buttermilk interacts with chicken in this pretty amazing way and makes it super tender and delicious. I left the skin on all of the chicken that we're using. So we have 2 breasts, 2 wings, and 2 legs, aka all the meat from one whole chicken. And then I just froze the carcasses to use for a soup or a stock at some point. This smells freaking good though. I don't know if you can reuse the buttermilk at all or use it for maybe another application. But definitely don't do anything kind of raw with it, just because it did touch the raw chicken. You know what? Yeah, these have actually soaked up quite a bit, Rook, because these weren't very big chickens. Even yesterday when I was butchering it, I was like, this is not very big. I mean, I did get 2 chickens for 11 bucks though, so that's a pretty good deal. And so I did 2 bags up like this, and then I just put the other bag of chicken in the freezer, and Sammy says he wants to fry it up next week. Do like a southern fried chicken. And I said, I'm in. I am in. Yeah, that looks delicious. And so I used like a Clubhouse kind of seasoning in that buttermilk marinade. I just want to check how much salt is in it. That's one thing to be aware of for sure. Is like most seasonings like this is what I used. It's roasted garlic and peppers. Have some salt, but this is only 90 milligrams per half teaspoon. So let's say I probably did like 3 tablespoons worth for the 2 chickens. So let's say 1.5 tablespoons. That's not that much salt. So I am still going to do some salt and pepper now on it, and then we'll rub it with oil in a little bit. Yeah, 4,000% of your sodium intake, right? That's how I feel too, Rook. It's like, it's pretty easy to overdo it. I'm hoping to get some nice crispy skin when we roast this as well. That's also why we're patting off the buttermilk, because it's not really gonna crisp up if it stays wet the whole time. Yeah, and then the MSG, oh man. Because like honestly, how easy is it to make your own kind of spice mixes? It's pretty fun too. That way you can get to control the salt in it. Hey, Carrot Potato. You're back. And Annie. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, guys, I have a life update actually for everyone. I don't know how many of you are in here right now. But my work is not extending our hours for the summer, so we're still staying at 4 days a week open, literally because we don't have enough staff to open that extra day. And honestly, the last 2 weeks at work have been interesting, kind of like emotional and heartbreaking. Like I was almost at the point where I didn't want to work there anymore because the hours were just too crazy. And like, I don't really see Sam at all. So we're on opposite schedules for sure. Almost. I was almost there, Annie. Like, there was some tearful conversations had at work by both myself and my boss as well. And we figured it out so everyone's happy and doesn't get like super overworked for the summer. But like, I'm only gonna be there till September still. And then that's it. It's just not the lifestyle that works for me at the moment. Yeah, I know it's shocking, guys. That's like a really hard decision for me to make. But just the schedule doesn't work anymore. I mean, like, I'm getting married and I don't even see my fiance. Like, let's say I maybe see him 2 days a week. The other days, he leaves before I wake up and is asleep before I get home. It's just not really fun anymore. And at that point, it's like, it doesn't even matter if you're getting paid well or not. So yeah, it's been a little bit rough trying to figure out things, but we finally came to a conclusion and I'm happy about it. I feel good. Exactly, yeah, you have to do what makes you happy. Like, you can only push so much. And that's what my boss said. She's like, we all have a capacity. So thank you for letting me know what your limit is. But even though like that can also change every day. It's like everyone has a different capacity every day. But for me, it's like, I didn't want to give this up. I didn't want to give up streaming, but I knew that I probably wouldn't be able to do it if I was working that extra day. So it's like, I also want to focus on other things too, not just making other people money. Yeah, the life of a chef, totally. Okay, so that's been dried off. We just put a little bit of salt and pepper on there. Now we're gonna put it back in the fridge and let it get kind of dried off. And then we have to get this in the rotisserie. Like minimum 4:30. If we can get it in a touch earlier, that'd be good too. Yeah, I almost see you more, right, Ben? Exactly. That as well, Rook. It's like, I don't want to like cook at light speed anymore for people, even though I know they love the food. It's just like, that's not the part that I love about it. The part that I love is like working with amazing ingredients and learning new things. And that's exactly what I can do on my stream. Mind you, I just don't make the same amount of money, right? But I'm willing to take a pay cut to have more time. Yeah, most people in the food industry are single, or you're with someone else that's in the industry, like Sam and I are. Okay, so chicken's dried off. It's been salt and peppered. We're moving on to our zucchini herb fritters. Yeah. So it is linked, the recipe, in the command here. So there's that recipe as well as the chimichurri recipe that we're gonna be using today. Carrot potato, you missed what I was talking about. Basically, I'm gonna be done with kind of cooking professionally at the end of the summer. And I'm gonna be moving on. I'm gonna work with Sam and my dad and kind of make money with the family that way. I think it'll be better for everyone. Yeah, you'll take a pay cut if you can be the co-pit master. Let's do it, Rook. Heck, maybe you'll be the one that rents out the other side of the basement here. We got space. Okay, so for these fritters, it says we have to grate some zucchini. So let's get our ingredients off of here that we need. Zucchini, potato, and onion with a box grater. Transfer it into a sieve or a strainer, set over a bowl, and toss it with salt. So the salt is gonna draw out moisture from all these veggies, mostly the zucchini. Because if we don't do that step, then the fritters are not gonna get crispy. They're gonna stay really mushy, and it just will not be good. They'll probably just fall apart and be a mess. So it says we gotta let that sit for about 30 to 40 minutes. So let's get going on that. And then we can kind of prep the rest of the fritter and the sauces while that sits. So thick side of the box grater here. I always like to put some parchment underneath because these are gonna get juicy when we start to grate them. And I don't want that soaking into the wood on the board. Yeah, it's true, Rook. You did keep an eye on the guru all day. Okay, what are we at now? See, now that it went up in temp, I feel like this is gonna pass the stall faster. So let me just quickly check the food temp again. We're back down to 236. Still at 161 here. We'll just let that do its thing. And that's the thing as well, is like me not having to work weekends, is that's gonna free up time for Sam and I to like actually start working on the food truck stuff together. Maybe doing a couple of little pop-up dinners on Sundays for people and start getting the word out about the food that we want to cook. I think it'll be really good. School is already out there, holy smokes. Kids are in school here until the end of June. When you were in school, May 31st was the last day. That's insane. Yeah, summers are hotter now. We gotta let the kids out earlier so they don't roast during recess. Okay, so it does say 2 small zucchinis for the amount of ingredients here. Obviously, we got 1 big one. And then it also says 1 medium potato, so I got 2 smaller ones and then just half an onion. We have to cut the ends off of this first before we grate it. Dun, dun, dun. And it's always good to give it a little wash just in case there's dirt or sand on there that we don't see. Yeah, the Sunday idea, Sunday dinners, smoked meat Sundays, I'm in. Yeah, that's true. It is a little bit sticky, hey, Rook? Can one just buy a food truck, or do you have to convert the RV yourself? You can get them already done up, Annie, and it's like the greatest thing ever. They come with like whatever equipment you want in there, and I think they're like max, let's say about 70 grand if you want it like fully loaded. And then you have like your own little mobile restaurant, obviously with no seats, but that's a pretty good investment. And you're not stuck really in a lease somewhere. Nice, electrotherapy. I remember Sam telling me about that when he tore the ligaments in his ankle. What the plan is though, Annie, is that kind of Sam and I working with my dad. He has a big Mercedes van for the business, for the handyman stuff. So when he retires in, a few years from now, I would say, then we're going to gut out all the handyman stuff, obviously, and then put the kitchen equipment in there. That's the plan. Put the smoker on a trailer behind it. Good to go. Maybe even convert it to biodiesel because it's already a diesel. Although it is pretty fuel efficient on its own. Yeah, exactly. So guys, Ben's Buttons is my cousin who still lives in Alberta. He's a little bit younger than me, but we're pretty tight. So welcome in, Ben, so he knows basically all that I'm talking about right now. And luckily, we got some plumbers and gas fitters in the fam as well. Handy, handy. Yeah, Posher's checking on us. I don't think she will like the zucchini, but I think she will enjoy the carrot later when we cut that up. I'm just looking for the strainer. That. And, oops, sorry. I think this will be our little setup. So you don't, actually, I don't even know if that's big enough. You don't want, obviously, the liquid to touch the stuff that you're straining it out of. So you need to be able to prop that strainer up a little bit. I think that's a lot better. Oh yeah, once the muscle relaxer gives up, then it just seizes back up. Hey, Nike? Yeah, add a cooler and a lawn chair. And you'll just ride along. I love that, Rook. Oh no, zucchini mountain. What have I done? I think that's a little more than we needed. But hey, I think these fritters are gonna be good leftover. Maybe munch them cold even. Anyone ever had a cold latke? I think that's pretty tasty still. That's what I did today, Rook. While the brisket was going, you guys didn't even know, I had a little Epsom salt bath, relaxed. It was the best. You're helping out with a May term course called Touring Europe. Cool. Does it like help students plan how to tour Europe or what? What's that about, Annie? Okay, so that is going to start releasing liquids now. I'm gonna mix some salt into there before we add anything else to it. Yeah, the brisket, Ben. It's almost done. We have like 9 degrees to go until it comes off. Yeah, I fell asleep in the bath. Let the egg get down. Sammy said if it goes below 210. I'm not in shit yet, Rook. I'm not in shit. One of the moms is from Italy, what? And you made flammekuchen? What? Yeah, carrot potato, don't eat the carrot. So it's a cooking course then, Annie. That's cool. Okay, so sprinkle some salt over the zouk. And that'll kind of just make its way throughout. Put that aside for now. I think we gotta peel up these potatoes because they're not looking super good. Tomorrow you make pierogies with a Polish grandma. Aw. Wish I could be there with you guys. That sounds really fun. Reminds me of my gram. Yeah, exactly, Nike. You will get effed up. I don't know about these potatoes. They're pretty green. What's going on here? It scared you to watch them chop onions? Be like, no, no, no. This is how you should do it. You're just gonna do your chef's education, then you'll see where you stand. Yeah, that's kind of the best part about the industry is like, you don't have to work in a restaurant if you love food and cooking. There's so many more outlets involved if you want to look for them. Like Twitch, for example, or food blogs of some sort. Last week at work, I met someone who formerly worked in the kitchen where I'm working at the moment. So he worked the job that I was working a couple years ago now, though. Now he is a private chef for the Minister of Finance of Germany, who has a house here in Zug. So that's freaking cool. So he's the private chef for like one of the richest people in the world. Very, very cool. But he said it's so stressful because he has like such an amazing palate and everything has to be perfect. So like, even then, when you think you have your dream job, it's still gonna be stressful. But in the end, you still have to realize that it's just food. It's still just food. And honestly, even sometimes bad food is still good. And with that, we grate the potato. I'm sorry, carrot potato. This is nothing against you. You don't take it personal, thank you. You'd be like Marco Pierre, add a bouillon cube to everything. Yeah, right? But once again, if your ingredients are really good, then it kind of makes the job easier for you. And you don't have to add too many extra things. Let the food speak for itself. Okay, there's our potato. Oh, we just had our first little drop. You see that little drop in there? And then next up, the onion. So we have an hour until the chicken should be getting into the rotisserie. 1 hour. Emotional bird, how are you? So notice that these fritters are not fully zucchini. Because like I said, the zucchini is really wet and there's nothing really there to hold it together. So we need the starch from the potato here to hold everything together. And then there is a little bit of egg and some flour for the gluten to help with that process as well. But I don't know if there's any cheese. Yeah, wet. Oh yeah, now she dripping. Just leave the camera in front of that and watch that. That's soothing as well, isn't it? Okay, last thing. And because we know that Sammy doesn't love onions, I got him a white onion, the most mild one, obviously other than the sweet ones. But the recipe does say half an onion. I don't even think I'm gonna go that much. I think I'm gonna go with like a third. So we'll do something like that, and then we'll save the rest of this for something else in the week. Crazy Sammy. I mean, he just doesn't like raw onion, but he loves it cooked into stuff. Like, he knows that stuff wouldn't taste as good without it. So at least he's come to terms with that. It is a big onion though, that's true. It's like if I used half of that, that would almost be too much for me. But it does help that we're grating this because that's gonna make it more fine. Yeah, basically only when they're caramelized, pretty much. But in a raw application, he does like pickled red onions. So I think they just have to have a little bit of sweetness to them. I think that's what I've figured out after all these years, Annie. The onion mind trickery. I'm gonna go peek on the egg after this again, or I'll just switch the scene real quick. Yeah, with the yellow shell, I know it is brown, but that's what they call yellow onions. So this one is a white onion, and it's used like mostly in Mexican and South American cuisines. And it is more mild. With that, I start crying. It's still got the burn though. Let it be known. Doggo, I don't think you want the onion, but I can give you a little piece of carrot. She says, we hungry. She says, I'm ready for my appetizer. An hour before dinner. I love you, Annie. Those puns get me every time. Oh, carrot potato. It doesn't matter if you have sensitive eyes. You'll learn to cut blind. It's kind of the most terrifying thing ever. It's like, wow, I really hope that I don't chop my finger off at this moment. But it is fun. And I don't think there's really any explanation as to what makes the onion make you cry, and some do and some don't. I don't know. I still haven't figured it out after all this time. Okay, there we go. That's a good ratio. That's a good looking ratio of onion to the rest of the veg. So if we look at this now, there's already a little bit of liquid in the bottom, and we're just gonna let that do its thing. Doggo, come here. Come here, Doggo. She left us already. Her patience is wearing thin. Yeah, just don't rub your eyes. Exactly. She gets carrot in her meat though, so she's like, I don't want carrot. Okay, what's the temp on this thing? Back down to 224, that's perfect. 162, it's risen 1 degree. Better than no progress. Better than nothing. Okay, so the rest of this fritter. Yeah, still don't eat the carrot. But it's supposed to be at 225 is what it's supposed to be cooking at. So now it should stay steady there. That's what the guru is set to. Okay. So that is done. It says mix eggs, garlic, cumin, parsley, and mint in a bowl. Season with salt and pepper. Gather half of the zucchini mixture, squeeze out the excess liquid. So we're gonna use a towel for that, I think. We're gonna wrap it up in a towel and squeeze it. Add to the bowl with the egg mixture, repeat with the remaining. And then we sprinkle in some flour and baking powder so that it'll make these a little bit light and fluffy, and mix it gently. So you don't really want to mix this all together until right before we cook it. Otherwise, it's going to keep releasing juice, and you don't want those juices to go into the frying pan with the oil, because then they're not really going to fry. It's going to steam, and it's just not going to be good. But we can get everything together in the bowl and get it ready, so that all we have to do is mix the two things together. Eggs, garlic, cumin, parsley, mint. So we need 2 eggs, a clove of garlic. That's not even that much, is it? I'm gonna do 2 cloves. Half a teaspoon of ground cumin. And then we need our parsley, which is outside. Mint. Here's our cumin. Okay, I'm just going to go grab a little bit of the parsley. We need 3 tablespoons chopped. Yeah, 20 cloves. Bye, Ben. Take care, man. It was good to see you in here today. Thanks for stopping by. No less than 20 cloves, please. Let's pick that parse. It's actually doing really good outside. The robins are so crazy out here. I think their babies have hatched. They're all a little bit wild right now. Throw it over the edge. Look at that nice bunch of parsh. Oh no, Rook, you lost them all. No. Dry this off, otherwise when we chop it, it's gonna get mushy. What? Mama Reagan! 13 months in a row! Thank you so much. I am well. How are you doing? We're over a year. Oh man. So we need some of the mint for in the fritter. I don't want to put too much, and then some of this mint is going to go into the garlic yogurt. And then I'm also going to put some scallion in here too, because I think that'll be really good. So let's just pick the parsley leaves off of the stems, and then we can get ready to chop everything. You're grand, that's good. Have you been doing anything fun with those grandbabies lately? Peel our garlics. Trim some of this stuff off. Doesn't look too good. Okay, that. Trim the bottom of this off. Okay, we are ready. We're gonna use the garlic press for the garlic cloves. That way it's minced up nice and fine. You've not really, your daughter is off work at the moment, so you only got them on Fridays. Aw, you're missing them then, hey? Missing those kiddos. I'm guessing that we need that for the garlic yogurt still. Yeah, that's true. I bet it is nice to have some peace and quiet at home every now and then. Okay, So we're gonna thinly slice the scallion. I'll cut it in half so we can do this quicker. Just nice little rounds. So what's everyone been cooking lately? Fill me in. I need to know. Even if you haven't been cooking, what have you been eating? They grow up so quick, right? And the mint, you just make a little cigar. Make thin slices with this as well. So I like how there are some of the same flavors in the fritter mixture as there are in the garlic yogurt that goes with it. To me, that makes sense. Because then you have like this cooked aspect of those flavors and a raw aspect. Chop our parsley. I always just kind of bunch it up to this little ball almost. And then try and slice it thin this way. Chop, chop, chop. It's like therapy, guys. Chop it up. We want this pretty fine, just so we can disperse the parsley flavor throughout the fritter. Pretty much there. How often do I use frozen spinach from a package, not that you froze yourself? I need to think back to the last time I used that, Annie. I don't really ever freeze spinach myself. I prefer to eat it fresh. But I think the last time I used frozen spinach, probably for like making spanakopita or something. Maybe when I was working for a catering company of sorts. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with it though, other than it's pretty watery, right? It's like watery and soggy. Yeah, not that frozen. I've actually not seen that movie. Okay, so how much cumin? Half a teaspoon of cumin. That way we won't overpower the dish with the flavor of cumin. I like that. This is a 1/4 teaspoon, so I'll just do 2. Almost has like a Middle Eastern type flavor going on here. And then we need 1/3 cup of flour, so we can measure that out as well. And we'll put the 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. That way we are ready to go. Just gotta pour all the things in the bowl and we're laughing. Oh yeah, and we gotta get the eggs still. Udder. 2 large eggs. I know, it's shocking, guys. I actually have chicken eggs for once in my life. You have some in your freezer. It's good to put in like pasta and stuff, Annie. Do like a baked pasta of sorts and mix the chopped spinach into it. Your mom bought it when she was there. Just buys it and leaves it, hey? Maybe that was her challenge for you, Annie.
What are you talking about?
She's like, I wonder what he'll make with it.
He's not like anyone else.
Trying to think about what you want to do with a pack of chicken thighs. Rook. What to do with chicken thighs? Chicken cacciatore is good. Have you had that? That's a pretty easy one. I guess you can't eat pasta though, Annie. Can you? Have you tried any of those black bean pastas? Just measuring out our 3rd cup of flour. Cut it into chunks and saute it with cumin seed. Ooh, the chicken thighs, yeah. Like garlic, ginger, spices. So good. Two. Ready to go. Okay, we're gonna move into our garlic yogurt. So obviously we need some yogurt, the mint again, lemon, olive oil, honey, garlic, salt, and pepper. Easy mode. We're doing good, guys. We're rolling right along. I don't think we're behind at all. We're just checking things right off this list. Perfect way to use up the rest of this. Scraping it out. Yeah, that looks like about half a cup. Looks about right. Ah, you've not tried the gluten-free pasta yet. You're stuck on rice, hey? Rice is so good. I know at our Costco here, we can get these really awesome brown rice ramen noodles. If you like eating soups and stuff like that, they're really, really good. And last night I just tried soba noodles. Made some soba noodles for Sammy and I, which are buckwheat noodles. Those were really good too, Annie. The texture is awesome. And they're kind of like a spaghetti size noodle. Ah, they made a soba dish for you. Yeah, it's so good. I was like, I don't know why I don't eat this more often. It's like really, really good. Oh, a miso broth, yum. Oh, spinach dip. That's such a good one, Rook. And add shrimp or crab to it. I love that. Brilliant. Okay, chopping more things. Starting with the mint. It says 2 tablespoons of fresh chopped mint, but I think that's a little overkill. Because this mint is quite strong. Is this a garlic yogurt or a mint yogurt? What is this madness? Is there scallion in the chimichurri? Let me look. There is not. Monastache, how are you? Happy Tuesday. We're making a garlic yogurt sauce. Has some mint in it. I want to throw some yummy scallion into it as well. So it's like kind of like a tzatziki, but not. Rook. Yeah, you get your sodium intake just by walking outside the restaurant. Wild rice noodles? I've not even heard of that, Annie. That sounds good. Wide rice, okay. Wider than fettuccine. Yeah, those are good. I think that's what the Thai people use for drunken noodles. Is those really wide rice noodles. Hey Zobo, how are you? Yeah, the sauce is going with a rotisserie chicken that we marinated in buttermilk and spices overnight, as well as a chimichurri going with that too. So lots of fresh herb flavors going on today. And hi Graham, hope you guys are well. Okay, garlic time again. So it actually just says 1 garlic clove again. I feel like that's not enough. I'm gonna do 2 of these big ones, even though they are raw. I also do have about double the amount of yogurt that we're supposed to be using, but I do want a little bit extra of this, and I wanted to use up this yogurt. So that is that. And then we just have to add some lemon juice to this and season with salt and pepper, and we're good to go. Zobo, pastrami is still rocking. It's still doing its thing. The grill is dropping in temp. I think Rook called it. Yeah, I stalled it. I can't get it over the stall. You know what I'm gonna do is just change the temp on the Guru, I think. I think that's what I need to do, Rook. Get it up a little bit higher. So if I do pit, 25, what if we do 230? Does that mean it's set? This is our peek at it though, if you guys want to peek. Is it more jiggly now? Not enough still. Get this thing going. Bring it up again and then just shut it off, I think. Just finish steaming it in there almost. That's a good looking piece of meat though. It'll come back up, Rook. You're always so worried. It will be done today. Just wait, guys. No, you don't have the guru. And yeah, Monastash, the weather is getting better. It was quite windy this morning, but it seems like it's calming down. Kind of hazy. They're still crackling. Like some of the wood chunks on top didn't even really get burned. So maybe there was too much fuel in here to begin with and not enough air circulation. Not even blowing, which doesn't make sense. There we go. It's like, oh, hey, I'm still here. Best part is that I can see when the coals start ripping again. But I might just say screw it and bring this inside and finish it off that way. Because we need the jiggle. Right now, it's only a wiggle. There's no jiggle. It's not enough. Just don't even look at this. I know it's worrying you. All right. Got some red coals again. At least I know that the fire didn't completely go out. It might just need to get the top off to keep it rolling. Doggo is helping supervise. Yeah, we need more backseat barbecuers. I don't give a heck. Most of the time, you guys are really helpful. I like that it worries you. We all just figure out what's going on together. Okay, we're crackling again. I just don't know if it's enough to finish it off. Patience, I think, is key. I'm gonna see if it comes up that way. And we're gonna finish up in here. The pastrami oracle. Yes. Yeah, you gotta boil it afterwards. I was asking Sammy about this, and he's like, I've not even looked up how we gotta do that yet. So I was just instructed to take it off when it hit 170 and just let it rest. But you do have to boil it to finish it afterwards. Yeah, Montreal smoked meat is like steamed, but pastrami is boiled. I think that's the difference. Yeah, maybe a quick boil. I actually have no idea. This is something I'm not familiar with. Rinse this off too. Get all the garlic off of there. Okay, lemon juice. Roll it up. Plain yogurt is pretty acidic as it is, so you shouldn't need too much lemon juice. Yeah, you guys are thinking at the same time. Classic. So we'll start with a little bit of lemon juice. And then do our seasoning. Oh yeah, I wanted to chop some basil into there as well. I feel like that'd be really good. So some salt. Yeah, I left it open, Rook, to see if I can get it going again. I'm not scared. Now she ripping again. I was just waiting to see the smoke. Dash smoke. Yep, we're good. Closing it back down again. It's already back up to 215. Now it's gonna say, I'm too hot. It will blow ashes? I've never seen the egg blow ashes, like, ever. Because I don't think it's that type of charcoal. It's like, it's huge chunks. And everything that kind of burns off just kind of settles in the bottom. It's really, really cool. Oh yeah, the rooster is at it all day. Oh, unless it will blow ashes, I see. Yeah, rooster is still at it. Never gives it up. Yeah, absolutely no clue. Probably doesn't even know where it is. Where am I? What time is it? Hello. Kate is a slow eater. Wow, Annie. Thank you. I will take that as a compliment. Yeah, blind roosters that crow in their sleep. It's funny because the two houses that have the roosters both live like across the road from each other. So at some points, the two roosters will be crowing at the exact same time, and then it just keeps getting louder and louder because they try to like out-crow each other. It's like screaming at the end. It's like, "Barr!" It's like, holy shit, what is going on? Welcome back, Buff. I'm glad you made it, man. Yeah, they're crowing their territory. They're like, this is my spot. No, it's mine. We should just leave that up to Rook. Okay, give this a stir now. I think we have a full container, okay? It's always good to make this up a little bit ahead of time from when you're going to eat it. That way all the flavors can get dispersed throughout. So the longer it sits, the better it'll be. Like letting this sit overnight is key. So this, I already know is gonna be better tomorrow. I've already accepted this. I actually think that's perfect. I don't think I'd add anything else to that. There's like a nice zip from the lemon juice. A good hint of garlic in there. It's like, if it says there's garlic, you better be tasting the garlic. But it's not like overpowering where it's like makes your tongue hurt and kind of burn. So I think we're good on that. And all I did was add some scallion and basil to that. It was the only extra thing I added. So let's just put that in the fridge, keep it nice and cool. Okay, now what's she at? Is it saying 251 again? Yeah, that's where it's at. So it seems like every time I bring it up to there, then it starts to go back down again. Have I done everything, Buff? No, the pastrami is still cooking and we're just working on dinner stuff now. I am going to take out the chicken. Give it a little rub down. Get it up to temp before we put it in the rotisserie. Okay, I'm back. I'm here. Skybox, how are you? Wow, Rook, you lost again. You're still trying to figure out why horse meat is banned in the US? Yeah, even the paper towels are marinated now. Doggo would for sure eat those if you like dangled them. She'd be like, I am eating all of this. It tastes delicious. Okay, sounds good, Zobo. We'll be here still. Okay, so gonna rub the chicken with some garlic oil. All of the garlicky things. We got some raw garlic going on. We'll have some cooked garlic. And so I am planning to cook this chicken. Should be going in the rotisserie within about 20 minutes from now. So we take it out of the fridge so that it can kind of come up closer to room temp, and that'll give it a more even cook. Nice little rub down. Should help with the browning process of the skin. And add a little bit of yummy roasted garlic flavor. And also hopefully help this to not stick on the rotisserie basket. Give Give it a massage. I bet these chicken wings are gonna be so good. We might have to have a little wing snack. Fancy a little wing snack. Wipe this up, our mess. Yum. So that's just oil that I've roasted garlic in previously, and I just save the oil for applications like this. Or you can make it into a vinaigrette. That would be really tasty. Okay, she's been rubbed. Put that aside. Okay, garlic yogurt done. Let's work into our carrots. You're talking to another streamer that lives near Seattle, so it might be viable to do if you're still interested. Yes, Buff, let's do it. Honestly, keep me in touch. When do you think that you're gonna be around that area? All right, carrots, time to meet your maker. I don't know if I'm gonna cook all of these, but we'll do most of them. Nice organic carrots. That's probably good. After this, we're gonna make our chimichurri. August is when you set out and you're gonna be out for like 6 months. That's actually perfect, man. That is perfect. Because I'm gonna be done at the restaurant around September-ish. So let's make something happen. Peel these babies up. Doggo's gonna come running. Just wait. So we're gonna pan roast these carrots instead of doing like the dry roast in the oven. I feel like cast iron carrots are really good. I really enjoy using the brazier pan to cook veggies. Something about those lids on the cast irons, the way that they help steam the vegetables and finish cooking them, it's so good. Because then you can still get a really even color as well as they brown it up really nice. Some caramelization. You're starting in New York, making your way over America, then going to Australia. Amazing. That's gonna be so fun. You totally have to do a little meetup with us, Buff. Yeah, look at this little thing. What is this even? Another flash flood and a tropical storm. Holy crap, Rook. Stay safe, dude. What is going on over there? Second one already, and the season just started. Gets worse every year, doesn't it? Sad to say, but I feel like that's what I've been noticing lately. Okay, so because we have some pretty thin carrots here, I'm gonna match the size of the bigger carrots to the smaller ones. That way everything can cook really evenly in the pan. We've actually had not that much rain here. It's been pretty dry actually, but very windy. Yeah, dry and windy, which is not good for here either, because we already have some forest fires going too. Wow, Buff. Yeah, come north, Rook. Okay, so these guys, I'm just gonna go in half. That way. Maybe do that. And then this, I think I'll cut maybe on the bias it's called. Try and match the size there. Have a little taste to see what we're working with. The lawn chair on the back of the trailer. I love that, man. You were looking at it today up here. Yeah, houses are not cheap. It's like the space is limited and they're, I think where we're living, it's grown by like 20% in the last year. Insane. Yeah, Doggo gets the scraps. I'm really surprised that she's not here right now, Annie. But it is also her dinner time in 2 minutes, so she's probably just sitting beside her bowl, being like, I'm ready. Okay, so let's look at this. I don't know if that's gonna cook at the same rate, but I'm gonna hope. We might have to even cut those ones in half, because that's pretty big. Yeah, hopefully you get some good profit, hey? Just put the smaller bits in later. No. No, Buff. I don't want to. Yeah, or smaller bits to Doggo. See, that makes more sense to me. Okay, that looks good. Those are some good looking carrots. So those are ready to go. And these, oh, they'll probably take less than 10 minutes to cook, I would say. We're gonna do them up with, we'll start with some butter, maybe a little bit of thyme thrown in there from the garden. And we'll put our carrots in, let those cook for a bit, get some caramelization on them, do some nice salt and pepper seasoning. And then for the steaming aspect is we'll pour in a little bit of white wine to do a little deglaze in the pan. Should be pretty tasty. Carrot potato. Yeah, me too, Buff. Yeah, these are not gonna be mushy cooked carrots. So they might even take maybe only about 5 minutes because they're pretty thin the way that I cut them. I like a good crunch in the middle still, but I do like to get color on them because they taste good when they're caramelized. So there's that, and I am pairing those, so I'm gonna finish it by tossing in some fresh chopped dill at the end. I cannot stand mushy carrots either. Ugh. So bad. Okay, I'm gonna go get that little bit of dill so we can chop it up and have it ready. So we're gonna get everything done in here before we try and get out to the garden before Sammy gets home. Yeah, Doggo, she's here for scraps. Doggo, where are you? Where are you? Uppy. Ready? When we don't buy the organic carrots, she doesn't even eat them because they just taste like crap. She's like, what is this? This isn't a carrot. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna sanitize that now. Scrubbing bubbles. Hurry. Kill the bacteria. 99.9. Because we got some stuff to chop still. That also means we gotta feed doggo soon. Yeah, we got some sugar snap peas in the fridge too. I've been giving Posh a couple in the mornings. She loves those. Okay, this pit. Put it at 235. Hopefully it stays there. What's our food at? It says it went down, Rook. That's not possible. So we didn't even get it up enough then, hey? That's not good. Just picking the dill outside quickly. I want a good amount of dill. This is like the first time using it this season. Give it all to us. Do you guys love dilly potatoes as much as I do? It's like one of my favorite things to use dill in cooking. It's so fuzzy right now. Yum. Okay, we're gonna wash this up. Pendleton is going crazy for Ritz crackers. I don't blame him, Rook. Ritz crackers are a delicious little snack.
Hey, yo.
Really? Your dog eats one Ritz and loves it and then just ignores the rest? That's so weird, Buff. Okay, let's chop this up nice and fine.
It's like how much be careful. Women are all liars. You should know that.
I think a little bit of hot sauce is gonna be really good with this meal today as well. Yeah, it gives you the puppy eyes and then doesn't even take it. What a little bum.
Yo.
Yeah, the mop. Posh doesn't really drool. She's a pretty clean doggo. Okay, we'll put that with the carrots, just like that.
This is over. I'm getting out of it. All of it. When I do,
Okay, I'm gonna go quickly feed doggo. You guys hold tight. Protect the kitchen. All we have left to prep is the chimichurri while the chicken is cooking, so I'm feeling good about it. A Beagle Basset Hound? Oh, we used to have one of those when I was young, Buff. Its name was Noodles. And then we had another just straight up Basset Hound. Her name was Daisy. So cute. I love Bassets. Okay, I'll be back in maybe about a minute. Okay, I'm coming back. Had to mute the mic because doggo gets a little bit crazy for her food. A little bit wild. Okay, 9 after 4. Start thinking about getting that chicken in our rotisserie basket. Sammy should be letting me know that he's on his way soon here. I'm gonna say, how doing? You want a beagle so bad? You have a dog and 2 ferrets as it is. This kitchen is the stuff. And the girls just can't get enough. Love it. Okay, chicken. Let's deal with you. Do a little preheat on the rotisserie. I find that that does help make it cook even as well. Take out the turning part of it so that doesn't get hot for me. Plug this baby in. Set it and forget it, guys. Do a quick little 10-minute preheat. Get that thing warm in there. You got a bamboo holder. Yeah, I've never had a knife block. And I really do love those magnetic strips. It's pretty handy to be able to just grab right off of there. And to kind of just look at all your blades at one time. I think I'm gonna spray a little bit of nonstick spray on this because they have been wanting to stick to this basket the last few times that I've done rotisserie chicken in here. So hopefully that'll help. Do that, and also this side. Oh, spraying my arm. I guess that helps. It's harder to rust too, yeah, because the wood keeps it kind of wet, right? Okay, so we gotta stack this in a smart way. Let me just say that. So hopefully we can get all of the skin facing the outside of the basket like so. And that way we should be able to crisp it up a little bit. Yeah, always oil up your arm. You never really know what could happen, Rook. Okay, that's looking good, but kind of want to put the wings in the middle because I know they'll cook pretty quick. Maybe we have to do it like this. I like that. That's working. Put the legs and the breast and then the wings just in the middle here. I do like this. There's the Sammy message. Okay. Get rid of this nasty thing. And now we tuck it in. So get it nice and tight down onto the meat. So you don't really want it to move around as it's turning. So maybe even one lower. Yeah. She's not gonna slide around. And then look at that side. Tuck that chicken wing fat back in. That is gonna be so good. It's not jiggly yet, Annie. It didn't have enough jiggle, Sammy. The fire kept going down. The fire kept wanting to go out, so I've brought it up one last time with hopes that we get over this stall. I'm actually gonna go check that internal temp. Right meow. See what's what. It was at 162. So we brought the egg temp up to 235 now. And it seems like it's holding happy there. That's a cat. I thought the deer was up here. That just scared the shit out of me. How did the cat just scale that wall? So it's saying 156 for the food, but it was up to 162. So it's still just like rolling slow in there. I might have said right meow. No, the temp of the meat is saying 157. Oh, I know, Buff, the little baby deer. It's not seasoned yet, and obviously it was too small, but it was so cute. Okay, one more thing to do here with this basket. 225 will take, yeah, I went up to 235 with the guru to see if it would like to keep that temp better. Yeah, gotta feed it some corn. It's been munching on some kale and beet and broccoli stems that we threw over the fence. It found the stash. There it is. This brisket. And then the rotis setup. That's going. Perfect timing. It's 4:15 now. I think we can start to mix our fritters together as well pretty soon here, but let's crush this chimichurri first. We got some chopping to do. If all goes well, you'd be getting to us mid to late September. That's actually perfect, man. Seriously. Whether you make it up here or we go down to Seattle. Okay, let's check out this recipe. Here is the link for the chimichurri. So 1 shallot. We need some chili flakes to go into there. Some more garlic. I don't want to go too heavy on the garlic with this though. Already got quite a few garlicky things going on. That's kind of the fun part about making chimichurri, is that you can decide what flavorings you want to stand out in it. And then the liquid part of it is red wine vinegar or sherry vinegar and olive oil. So it's like this kind of loose herb sauce. That goes really good with grilled or rotisserie meats. It's really good with beef as well. And chimichurri was like such a huge thing a couple of years ago in the food industry, and like everyone totally overdid it. And I can say that I definitely got sick of it. It's like, I don't want chimichurri anymore. So this is like one of the first times that I'm making it again since that happened. It's like almost every menu had it on it. And this steak is served with a chimichurri. What? Gotta go walk that Pendleton. Come back to figure out what the heck you're doing with those thighs. Yeah, you still haven't figured it out. Do a little shake and bake, Rook. Do a little quick one. Get some panko crumbs, some flour. Make a little mix in there. Bake it up. So good. Yeah, ciabatta bread and dipping oil. Oh, man. Good times. Hey, Buff. Good times. Okay, garlic press. One last time today, shall we? We need to clean that garlic clove off. She ain't looking so good. I don't know what happened. Oh, the coworker sent you the pics of the pig they cooked today. And how does it look, Rook? Do you approve that message? You got panko and flour, but you want to marinate them tonight. Oh, okay, cooking them tomorrow. I thought you wanted them tonight. Sounds good. Yeah, I want to check out that staff barbecue you guys had going on. Sammy and I cooked a whole pig when we were, actually, sorry, 2 whole pigs when we were still working at the brewery in Vancouver. Started them at like 2:30 in the morning. Sammy almost blew his face off trying to light that special barbecue for the pig. It like blew up in his face for some reason. It was insane. I was like, well, good thing I was there. Safety first. Do I prefer crushed garlic like this or hand crushed and chopped for taste? I either like it like this or thinly sliced, depending on what I'm doing with it. But I don't like chopping it by hand. I don't know why. Maybe just because it's a pain in the butt. Okay, so cilantro, parsley. It says you can add oregano if you want into this. I don't have any fresh oregano, and I'm totally not gonna add dried either. Okay, shallot. So this shallot, we need to cut as fine as possible. So little dices. Try and get it to a brunoise, which is like the smallest cube ever. But if you can't do that, well then just try your best to cut it as fine as possible. I think, nah, we'll use this side. We'll use this bigger side, but I don't think I'm gonna use all of that because that's quite a bit. I feel like it might overpower the fresh herbs. And so I do gotta go pick more parsley outside as well. Which I can put the camera on me. Okay, perfect. So, let's get a little peek at this rotis. We're going in. Whew, Holy, that tray gets hot up there. All right. So, should be nice and warm. Oh yeah. Whew. Get this in there. Don't let all the hot air out. And away she goes. I'm gonna do a little 15-minute increment here. 15 minutes. Let that go. That is happiness. But if you press it because it's so much easier, but you feel hand doing it, you get a much better taste. Maybe, yeah, maybe it is stronger. I'm with you on that. What do I have to do with the garden now? Yeah, we are done planting for the next little bit. Was it yesterday or the day before? I seeded some new kale, Swiss chard, and green onions. I think that's it. Oh, and some mizuna as well. But basically just harvesting now. All the hard work is done. All the fancy gadgets. Yeah. I mean, it's important to also use the appliances that you have. Okay, so cutting that in half, and then we're gonna make small little slits following the lines in the shallot and the curve of it too. So I'm not cutting through all the way here. Leave like a 1/4 inch on the top part where we don't cut through, and that'll keep it all together. Yeah, your mandolin. It's funny, I was trying to look for my Japanese mandolin yesterday and I couldn't find it. It's pretty sad when you don't even know where some of your gadgets are. That looks nice and fine. Rhubarb. You got a plot going, Buff. You got lazy and grow easy stuff like potato, shallot, spring onion, rhubarb. Can't really go wrong with that though. As long as you plant stuff that you use, I think that's awesome. That is a strong shallot. She wants to make me cry. Oh, Manrook, so you didn't get any of the meats at all? I'm gonna check Discord quickly right now while I'm crying. Sweet. That's amazing. That looks fun. Yeah, nice. Okay, other half of the shallot. It's getting emotional in here. Guys, what do we think the cat was doing by the barbecue? Were they sniffing the brisket? The neighbor's cat? They were for sure trying to steal the brisket. How many cams do I have? Too many. Right now on the stream today, I am using 5. It's a little much. The pig looks like a flying squirrel. Oh, there's lots of food left over. Nice. The raccoons were eyeing you up. Little creepers. You had to put orange peels all over your garden because of the cats. Or they leave dead birds. Yeah, cat poo is not something that you want in your garden. Or dead birds. Both of those are not really things that you want. Okay, so into our herbs now. I'm seriously crying. I got that runny nose. So we need a pinch of chili flakes. You guys know the chili flakes that I've been using lately is the Korean ones. I really, really like them. They're called gochugaru. And they're really nice and floral. So I think that's gonna be perfect with the chicken today. So there's our little bit of spice. And now we can chop up the cilantro. So I'm gonna go this way to start chopping it. And we're gonna use probably half of the stem is totally okay to use. When you get to this part, it's not the best, but you can use most of it up until that point. And then we'll go pick some of the parsley and then finish this up. And we should be looking good. Oh, when mowing the lawn, yeah. Putting the poop everywhere or getting the bird in there. No. Yeah, we might run out. The funny part is, with those chili flakes, Annie, is that that whole bag was $5. Like, that's the smallest bag you can get. It's like, what? What am I gonna use all of this? Doesn't even make sense. You use them. Yeah, stop copying me. Okay, so nice fine chop here with our herbs. No grass clippings. And I've had chimichurris that are stronger flavored in cilantro. I've also had chimichurris that are not as heavy on the cilantro. So decide what works best for you. I like more of an even mix myself. Do like a half and half. But I don't think I enjoy them when the most part of it is cilantro. I think that's just a little bit too overpowering. Cilantro is such a strong flavor. So I like that mix 50-50, parsley and cilantro. It's like 8 pounds for you? What? Yeah, you are being ripped off. Yeah, soap cake or lightly soapy flavor. Exactly. A bag. Just grab your bag here. Bagel. Buff Bagwell. I can keep going, Rook. Oh no, your feed froze. Zobo, we have 5 cameras right now on stream today. There is a 6th though. But Sammy mostly uses that if he does streaming when I'm at work. Yeah, I do, Buff. Simply because I was getting comments about the music that I play on stream. It's called Chill Hop. Just wipe my hands off a sec. Okay, so the command is music. So it's on YouTube. Chilled Cow. is the channel. Super, super good. Oh my gosh, you guys, still losing your bones. We ain't got no bones. Annie's like, oh, let me join, please. No, there's not been a single win today. Like, what the heck? Okay, I'm gonna go pick some parsley. I can turn the cam when I'm out there so you guys can see. That chicken's starting to look good. I think I smell some garlic from it. Yeah, Rook, the egg already dropped back down to 220. Should be able to do this quick though. Pick that parse. The more you pick it, the more it'll grow. We might be finishing that brisket in the oven. That's a good harvest on this parsley today. It's needed that. This is exactly what it needs. Yep, lots of good smells in here. Yum. That means I can open the window now, because it's not smoking anymore. Yosh. Oh yeah. Okay, chicken's dripping. Let's check this out. Yum. Oh, it's bleeding too. There's juices. Egg Eye Ethan, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. It took you 2 years to realize what cilantro is? You're like, what the hell is this? Oh, coriander. Oh. Yeah, you know what? I tried to grow some cilantro, planted like a bunch of seeds in a pot. One came up, so I just reseeded the other day. So hopefully the rest come up. Because yeah, the herbs, like fresh herbs are so expensive in store. So if you can grow anything for yourself, that's probably the best. There we go. Get that fine chop going again. You were importing cilantro from the US just to realize it's coriander. That's like when you guys call eggplants aubergines. That's probably a funny one too. Or peppers capsicum. It's so funny how like the world is just not in tune with the names of ingredients. Go, go, go. Yeah, bell peppers, exactly. Oh, okay. That's our 15-minute mark. Want to get a little... Seems like it's cooking pretty quick. I'm gonna turn it one more, then I'm gonna pause. Pause when it's on the skin side. Oh, that was on the skin side. So I want to get some crispy skin going. Went the wrong way. One more time. Pause to sear. Oh, perfection. Should be hearing some sizzles pretty soon here. Courgette, yeah, zucchini. It is totally like all the French names, hey? Boy, hi. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. My board's for sure gonna be stained green for a bit from this. Pepperoni are peppers. Pepperoni, if you will. Heck yes, I know what banoffee pie is, Buff. That was like one of the first things I put on a restaurant menu. That was like my own creation. I used to make a Hefeweizen banana custard for it. So good. You spilled your wine. Ooh, I think I drank all the wine that we have. We got no wine, no drinks today. Yeah, I know. It is not a popular thing here, but it's so freaking good. Okay, let's check this. Make sure we're not burning any chicken skin. Oh yeah, we're gonna pause it one more time. Sear it up. You need some wine. You haven't heard of banoffee pie. I think we're all out of wine. We do have a hef in the fridge still though. Okay, so now red wine vinegar, some salt, and some olive oil in here. We are near the end, my friends. Salt, olive oil. I like to do some black pepper as well. So it says half a cup of red wine vinegar and 3/4 of a cup of extra virgin olive oil. But I am just going to eyeball it. And I think that's important that you kind of learn how to do that for yourself. And that way you can totally follow a recipe as if it were a guideline. And start to kind of doctor those recipes to your own palate. So like me, I don't like a chimichurri that's really watery and runny. I like it a little bit more thick. So we're not gonna put as much liquid in this. Yeah, so the way that I did it, Buff, is I did the banoffee in a little jar. So I did a scoop of the custard. Actually, yeah, I had 2 custards. One was a banana custard and one was the dulce de leche custard or the toffee custard. So I did the banana custard, the crunchy cookie wafers, and then the toffee custard, and did the chocolate shavings on top. I am actually gonna temp check this chicken. I'm looking for about 145 to 150 Fahrenheit. I'll go one more time around. Because there is some juices coming out of here and it's looking like they're running clear. So I think it's time to rest. Oh yeah. That is happiness. She comes out. Well, that didn't take very long at all, did it? Yeah, the digestive cookie, exactly. That is what we ordered. Oh, you know, just breaking things. Not graceful. Maybe I should just leave it in there to rest, hey? What do we think? That might be better. Just a little no heat rotation with the door open. Keep rotating those juices for 15 minutes. I like that. Check out how this is looking. Happiness. So that's the one side. That side though. Hell yeah. Yeah, British shortbread cookies. Yum. Shortbread might be, it might be too buttery almost. Yeah, they're done pretty much, Rook. Okay, so think about how you're making a vinaigrette with the vinegar and the olive oil in here. It's kind of what this is. So just enough oil to kind of bind this together. Hi, doggo. What are you doing? Yeah, McVitie's digestives. We have them here, so I'm sure you're able to find them, Annie. I think we need some more olive oil. There should just be like a slight pooling of olive oil on the top of the chimichurri. Maybe like a 1/4 inch, where the oil is just kind of sitting on top. You should be able to kind of like pour it on or spoon it onto something. The chocolate covered digestives, so good. Milk, pepper, and ranch dressing. Heck yes. Do it up, Rook. I'm so pumped for this buttermilk chicken that we're gonna be tasting right away here. That is delicious. It's actually really good. I don't think I even have to add anything to that. It was like a good little spiciness going on there. The shallot's not overpowering. The cilantro parsley mix is perfect. We just gotta let that sit now. Okay, perfect. So next up, we're just finishing mixing our fritters. Put our chimichurri aside. So in this bowl, earlier, we cracked 2 large eggs. We chopped up some garlic, some mint, and what else? Scallion, and some parsley. Here we have 1/3 of a cup of flour and 1/2 a teaspoon of baking powder. Here is our zucchini, onion, and potato that we shredded earlier and sprinkled some salt on top to draw out the moisture. So we let that sit, let all of that liquid come out. Now we're just gonna give it a little press to get the remainder out because you don't want soggy fritters. We need to make these nice and crispy. That's looking good. So we'll put that into our eggs and spices. Oh yeah, and there's a little bit of cumin in there as well. I don't know if that's gonna be good for anything. I don't think so. Not with the starchy potato water. Be careful for castaways, yeah. They get so soggy, hey? This might be easier to just mix with my hands. Might just put a glove on. A glue spreader? This is the spatula that comes with the Vitamix blender. Okay, so I need our pancake pan out for cooking these, I think. Or it might be a shallow oil fry. It's either like a pancake kind of skillet cooking of this or shallow oil fry. Okay, that's looking good. Now we sprinkle our flour and stuff over top. Mix that in. You don't want to over mix it too much because that can make it gluey. But the flour and the egg is what's gonna help bind this together. It looked like the PVA glue spreaders you got in school. Hilarious. It's my secret, Buff. Don't tell anyone. Glue spreader can also be used in the kitchen. I think I'll need a touch of salt added into here still though. So I didn't sprinkle that much salt over it earlier, just because you know you don't want it too salty. I think it could take that touch more. Okay, that's looking happy. So zucchini, herb fritters, touch of potato in there. It is a little bit wet still, so I know that we're still gonna have to squeeze this out before we put it in the pan. Let's resort back to our recipe just to check. So it says heat vegetable oil in a large skillet over medium-high heat. It says 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Okay, so this is a shallow fry. Working in batches, spoon scoops the mixture into the skillet, flattening with a spatula. Cook about 3 minutes per side until golden brown and crisp. Transfer onto a wire rack so that they stay crispy. Word. Wire rack acquired. Okay, I'm gonna close this up now just so it stays slightly warm until Sammy gets home. Okay, so we're set here. Let's get our pan heating up with oil. We will do this side. How is this light? Not too bad, hey? I was going to cook the carrots in this pan. See what else I can find. I might just cook them in the skillet. There's not that much. So carrots, we need some butter. And we need some vegetable oil for our fritters. I'm just gonna use grapeseed. Get a good even coating there. My salt pot reminds you of the days you used to sell cottage pies in the small dishes and people would steal the dishes. Yeah. That's why you gotta charge ahead of time if they wanna take the dish home. It's like, I know what you're gonna do. Can't fool me. Okay, for the carrots, we'll get that heating up too. I'll just do a medium heat. I keep thinking that I need more vegetables in this, but I always forget that the zucchini is the vegetable. Yeah, you just make the cottage pies for yourself. Oh, you're doing security jobs right now? People are like, who is this guy? Eating all that cottage pie. Oh, that's just Buff Bagwell. We need a spatula for surezies, for those fritters. And other than that, I think we're good to go, guys. I'm gonna put a couple things away while we wait. You sold the restaurant? What? You never told me, Buff. This is news. This is new news to me. I'm shocked. I'm in shock right now. Where am I? How long ago was that? Wrapping things up. You downgraded for a better location but smaller one. Invested it into your trip and security business. Cool. Well, that's brilliant. That makes total sense. So you still have it. It's just not as big and not as much for you to take care of. That's great, man. think you deserve that. Okay, we got our sauces. Happiness. 6 tables. I freaking love that. That's perfect. That's all you need, man. Much, much smaller, but your profit is much, much higher. So you never know unless you try it. Okay, it's looking like our oil for the fritters is almost hot enough. Just grabbing some water here. And obviously you can see the butter is melted, but I do want it a bit more hot than that. So I'll let that heat up just a touch more. Okay, fritter time. Are you guys ready for this? The oil's just starting to smoke. Yum, Rook. That sounds so good. Oh, someone gave you an offer. That's so cool. Okay, first couple of fritters. I want to make these pretty small, because I think I want to be able to put 3 on the plate without it looking like too much. So squeeze out excess liquid. Turning that butter off now. So let's start in the middle. Give that a little press down. You want to work pretty fast with this. And always remember the first one that you put down so that you can flip it at the right moment. So I'm going to go clockwise from here. It's looking like that oil is a touch too high because I can see that it's browning really quickly already. So this is kind of the one thing you have to realize when you're shallow frying, is that the oil still needs to be at the right temp. Just gonna turn that down a little bit, but it's actually not that bad. It's just mostly the outside for that one, the outside edges. But once I start dropping more in here, it's gonna cool it down as well. It smells really good, I have to say that. Bing! Okay, chicken should be perfectly rested. I think this one needs a flip already. See, almost a touch too dark. But now that we're putting more in here, is the heat is evening out. So that first one, always kind of just a tester one. Kind of just have to accept that you might not be able to eat it. I can smell the little bit of cumin cooking in these. It's really, really good smelling. So you just want it to be nice and golden brown. That one in the center there is definitely too dark. But I'm still gonna eat it. Yeah, don't just crank the heat up to full. Hotter heat does not mean cook faster. Exactly. The first batch primes the oil pretty much. Hey Armored, how are you? Yeah, don't quote Zobo, okay guys? But like, look at these other ones. So it said an average kind of 3 minutes per side. This is looking good now. This one should be cooked. Let's take it out. See what's what. Holy shit, this smells good. There we go. So that one we just put in. It shouldn't be ready quite yet. This was the second one we put in. So I would like to see where that is at. So we'll start in the center again. Yeah, the burner is literally at medium-high heat. Or actually just at medium, but this is the power burner. So it cooks really hot. And you don't want to brown these too quick, because then they'll still be raw and mushy on the inside. So patience, my friends, patience. Once you fandangle the heat, you should be good to go. Buff, yeah. First batch primes the oil. Zobocat 2019. How does that time just fritter away, Annie? Okay, let's flip this one. Should be ready. Nice. Check our other ones. I think it's almost there. Don't want to go too far up the outside edge. I'm finding that it's not browning too evenly there. Okay, so this was the first one we put in. Most importantly, we want to check that it's cooked throughout and we don't have any like raw potato kind of flavor. That's freaking good, guys. It's got this like amazingly crisp exterior. And the inside is like pillowy. I think from the baking powder. A little bit more color on that. Perfect, we got a Sammy in the house. Latkes, it's actually zucchini fritter, Onerous. Zucchini fritters with a little bit of potato in there. Yes. Okay, get that out of there. These are coming out as well, I think. Show you guys my setup in a sec here. Just gonna drop the next ones in. Get this little crispy bit out. I think I need a touch more oil in the pan. It's crazy how much oil these soak up. Let's say they're not the healthiest for you. Okay, while I'm waiting for that oil to heat up quickly, check this out. That's how we're looking. So amazingly crispy, got that like nice green hue going on. I have this on a metal tray, so propped up off the plate, and a paper towel to soak up the oil. So far, so good. Hi, Sammy. How are you? Good. Good. Chilling. Everyone's good, I think. For once in their lives. Okay guys, we're gonna turn our carrot pan back on now. Finish up the rest of dinner, so we'll go a medium-high heat for this, because once we put the carrots in, it's gonna cool down the pan. Check the meat. Chew. Liz? Hi, Liz. How are you? Oh no, I just put zucchini fritter everywhere. No? Smells terrible?
Smells terrible.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Do we have the rest of over for dinner tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't told anything. I don't think there's enough, so. Okay. Boop that Liz. Boop the Liz. Nope, she's good. Yep. You guys are gonna be amazed with how much water still came out of this.
How was your smoke buddy today?
She's going out.
So you just walk past me and run outside. That's it.
This is how much liquid is left, guys. No zucchini or potatoes even. Insane. Okay, pouring that out. I gotta do a quick little cleanup on aisle 7 here. What's for dessert? Ah, don't ask me that. I don't have anything for dessert, but I did make some bomb-ass peanut butter cookies last night.
Man, those are so good.
I may or may not have put mini eggs into them. Oh my god.
I had a shiver. Don't laugh at me.
Holy. Okay, carrot pan is hot. Sammy's distracting us. Let's cook some stuff.
I have one job in life. Be Caitlin's distraction.
Ouch! Hot things are hot. Hot butter splash. Try and push this as to maybe a one even layer if you can. Might not get there in this pan, but we'll do our best. Pardon me. That's for you to snack on, Sammy. He didn't see it, guys. He didn't even see the little snack I put there. Okay, we gotta salt these carrots while they're cooking. These last 3 latkes, or fritters, are looking really good. Got actually quite a bit. What do we get, 11 out of there? Okay, some salt. We just have to take the chicken out of the basket. Okay, I'll eat this snack then. Mmm. Mmm.
Where's my snack?
I ate it.
That's bullshit.
I didn't think you heard me. Put honey on them.
I heard you.
Ah! Honey on the carrots, yum. Master Louis, 4 baked eggs, omelet with sandwich and ham and cheese today. That sounds delicious. Yeah, maple honey glaze. You guys are sick. These are almost done. This little guy is cooking quick. Okay, let's give these carrots a toss because I think they're browning up now. Oh, yep, just slightly. Yeah, there's some butter in that pan. Just starting to get some color. I'm gonna crank that up even more. I can already tell they're starting to cook quick. And I guess the honey will help us with the caramelization process. So let's do a little honey drizzle. Let's do that, guys. Whoever just suggested that, thank you. Okay, we're done with this. Fritters are good to go. We'll turn that pan off. Let it cool down. Hot, hot oil. Pardon me? Yeah, I just quickly restarted, Sam. Okay guys, little honey drizz, if you will. And then we'll come in with some wine at the end for a little deglaze. Honey, dill, and wine carrots. If you guys could smell that right now. Yeah, on the green egg, Masta, we actually, it's not pork, it's a beef brisket, and it's still going. It was 16 pounds worth of brisket, so it's pretty big. Oh yeah, Buff. It is legal, and we may or may not have some growing right now. Sammy can show you if he wants. You can do some cooking with that. Okay, some black pepper on these carrots, always a good option. That honey is starting to caramelize. I can smell it. See if we mix this up. There's gonna be some happiness. Yep. Okay. Those are probably perfect. I'm gonna take one out and try one. I can just tell by the way that they're bending though that these are done. So, sprinkle our dill in. Holy smokes. And just a little bit of wine. That's happiness. And a little toss. Oh man, that's what we're looking for with roasted carrots. Whew. That might be too good looking. Okay, coming over here. No, I don't think so. Okay, so fritters. Zucchini herb fritters. You guys, check out these carrots though. our dill and honey carrots. Look at the caramelization on there. Don't skimp on the butter. That's all I'm gonna say. Just don't do it. Need a cutting board for our chicken. That should be perfectly rested now. Yeah, the brisket is illegal because Skybox is not here. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dun, 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 dun.
Ask Louis would like to see the stuff on the egg, so I'll let Louis if you want to switch it over.
Sure, we can take a peek at the barbecue while I'm getting the chicken out of this. You're pretty close there, Sammy. They're ready. You gotta point it down. Yeah. That is a mixture half and half of peppercorn and coriander. So that's what they traditionally use in a pastrami. Coming in hot with some chicken, guys. That did rotisserie up quite nice. I wish the skin would have rendered maybe just a touch more though. But let's see how we did. Should be a pretty quick plate up here. I'm gonna go in for some of the breast first. Might even just take the skin off. But we will have a taste of it first. We did a good marinade with that buttermilk. Okay. Okay, so there's the tender. I'm gonna cut that front part off. Holy shit. It's so tender. We're gonna cut it on the bias. Or I was just gonna say just finish it in the oven. It's up to you whether you want to keep.
There's lots of wood in there.
Okay.
It's not even close to being empty.
That's a happy chicken. It's like definitely well done, but it's so juicy still.
So good.
It's been rested for like half an hour as well. The skin is freaking tasty. What? We should just eat the chicken wing.
Okay.
Just eat the chicken wing, Sammy.
Like the pro way?
Yep. Okay, I'm sneaking a piece of carrot. Sorry. first things first, our fritters. It's a good wing. Line them up like that, I think. Can even do a little half moon. Next up, the carrots. Our dill and honey glazed carrots. Line them up in the back over there. Now we have a couple of sauces to pair with this. So we're gonna fan out our chicken. Maybe that's a little bit too far. Keep it more tight. There we go. Perfect. Our garlic yogurt is mostly for the fritters, and then the chimichurri is for the chicken. So garlic yogurt, I think with the fritters and the carrots would be perfect. So I am going to go maybe somewhere around here, or just like a little dollop on the side. Like that. You can decide how much or how little you want. That looks insane. Is that for me? Is that for me?
For us to try in a second, yeah.
I almost ate the whole thing, guys.
Yeah, you would have.
That's too good, Sammy. And now our chimichurri. Spoon it right over the chicken. See how it just kind of drapes over the chicken? Yeah, that's insane, like I said.
Wow, that makes the pie taste good.
I would say this is probably one of more of my simpler platings for food lately, but honestly, summertime, the ingredients are so good. I don't think you need to mess around very much. Let everything speak for itself. Okay, quick little photo, and then we can taste everything together. I'm really loving how that chimichurri is looking on the chicken, though. Yeah, chimichurri, me so hungry. Doggo's like, we're going with that plate. Can I have some? Okay. I think we can get that zoom in.
You smelled those as soon as I got out of the van. Like,
The fritters?
yeah. As soon as I walked around the corner, the house was like, holy shit.
The rooster Zobo. So good. Okay, we're starting with this chicken.
You had a really nice symphony, that symphony outside.
Yeah.
In the morning. You listen to it on the way to work.
Why is that so good? Holy shit, the chimmy with the chicken. The chicken is just melting in your mouth. So that is because of the buttermilk marinade for 24 hours. Chicken and buttermilk is happiness together, guys. And then we kind of revisit that flavor with the garlicky yogurt here with the fritters. It's super good with the carrots. I just tried it. Like, there's a fine balance of all the herbs in this dish. The fritters are still crispy even after being drenched in that yogurt sauce. Buttermilk chicken marinade, so freaking good. It's not tzatziki, it's just a garlicky yogurt. So like, think of a tzatziki but without the cucumber, I guess. Kind of the same flavorings there, I would say. But holy shit, this chicken, I can't get enough. And honestly, guys, the chicken isn't even like really hot anymore. It's kind of like lukewarm almost at this point, but it was perfectly rested out. So like, just the texture of it is perfect. How do you make this on a daily job? Oh, I don't know, Master. You work 14-14.
That's a big cookie.
When I work, I do 4 days at 12 hours. Back out of the kitchen. Nice, Rook. Those like one plate meals. Holy shit, is Liz the first person that won today? Everyone else has lost all of their bones, Liz. One pot wonders are the best for sure. For those long work hours. Rook. One more time. Yeah. Buff, these carrots, they still got that little bit of crunch in there. That's what we were talking about earlier. They're not mushy. A ton of flavor. The wine and butter made this like awesome glaze with the honey. This is giving me some feels. Yeah, remember that one time, Liz? Sammy. And you won? Wow.
And Nike lost all his before.
Oh, man. This is too good, guys. So many delicious garlicky herby things. Five-star chefs on production, but Sats maintenance are cook on your own. So you have to make your own food then? What? Sam, you need to try this.
I'm working on that.
I'm surprised you haven't yet.
I just got the base.
He wears his sunglasses inside. Yes, he does. You were what? Oh. If you work 2 weeks of production, you get a chef? Well, that's kind of a win-win, isn't it? Yeah, his future is so bright, he has to wear shades.
I like that, Rook.
Yeah,
See, he's half full kind of guy.
yeah.
That's half full kind of guy.
Guys, I ate all the garlic yogurt already. We need
is
more.
At least one full.
need more garlic yogurt. Okay, does anyone have any raid recommendations? We're wrapping it up here. You guys want to do Chris Blackwood? Okay, we have not gone in there in forever. No more pastrami stream. Sammy's getting that grill ripping up to 275, Rook. Yeah, you watched the guru for nothing.
Well, we have to cool it down anyways before we can even serve it.
It's true, yeah, we gotta let it rest and then boil it and then serve it. So that will be a stream for maybe Sunday. Pastrami on Sunday, guys? Yes, there you go, Master Louie.
We can show you.
Rook, don't at me, okay? I was nervous. I was trying to do my own thing. At least I didn't overcook it. Doggo, are you starving? Rook, I guess if we're gonna be a team, I'll have to listen to you as well. I guess that's what happens when you're a chef. I didn't want to believe you, right? It's like, I know what I'm doing. Don't tell me what to do. You watched 3 hours of the green egg. Oh, I love that, Master. It was quite soothing for
Rook,
me as well.
I have to say, she might want to listen to a Texan.
I know. I called myself out. It was better than watching the sea. Aw. It's true. It is real barbecue. How are all the things, Sammy, together? I guess he's not said it's bad, so it must be okay. Do you like the combination of the flavors and textures?
Mm-hmm.
I just like looked at this guy and he was like asleep,
Well,
and I
like all
literally thought
separately,
in
too.
my mind like,
Oh.
I could stay here forever, and that was probably like the best moment.
Okay. What is going on here?
I may have dropped the carrot. Shmoo-poo has cleaned it up. Okay.
Yeah, that's a posh treat. Exactly. So we might be getting a visit from Buff Bagwell.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yep. That's gonna
That'd
be
be so
freaking
sweet.
sweet. Yeah, pretty much, Buff. It's like, tell me more. Tell me more, tell me more. Okay, we're gonna go raid Chris Blackwood. Guys, thank you very much for the stream today. It was a blast. Three hours of cooking in the kitchen. I don't know, the brisket was on since 7. It was a good one. Was it a Grease song reference? I don't know, you tell me, Rook. Mm-hmm. Sammy, what you puffing on? High
grape-
octane.
No, high octane and grape kush.
Grape Kush. Yeah. Tell me more, tell me more. All right, Chris. Let's see what he's up to.
High
Sammy's
octane
finished.
is good. It makes you go to bed.
Let's go see Chris's wonderful kitchen. Thanks, guys, for all the love today. Lots of long-time resubs. What, Rook, did you start off the day with 14 months?
Yep.
14 months resub from Rook. I think we got 15 from Vune, 13 months from Mama Reagan. It was awesome. And quite a few new follows, too. It'll be 15 in 2 days. What? You can eat puffins, Buff? Oh my gosh.
You can. Gordon Ramsay went for puppet eggs before.
Oh yeah, I guess. Nice win at the end, Buff. Nice win. Okay, we're going in. Let's go show Chris some love.
Bye, everyone. See you all next time.
A fellow cooking streamer. I will see you guys on Sunday this week coming up. Actually, that's a lie. Not a Sunday stream because I have to work on Sunday.
Nope.
I just got told.
What?
We have a function in the afternoon for someone's 40th birthday.
I thought that was in the morning.
It's in the morning, so I might, depending on what time I get off, be able to come home and cook dinner. I'll let you guys know.
We're going to Jones. You're doing the outside stream.
Okay,
Jones Barbecue.
we're going to Jones after work on Sunday. IRL, we're going out for barbecue. Going into the city.
Yeah.
Now
I'm gonna
I
try
know.
barbecue, and if they suck, that means I can do better.
Yep.
That's it.
You're gone
all I
for
gotta
2
say.
weeks, Master. Oh. Well, enjoy your time, man. Try to get some good food in you. Yeah, Sunday it is.
It's off the list.
I don't know what's going on. Okay. Bye, guys. Love
Bye,
you all.
everyone.
Take care of yourselves.